I quit my six-figure remote job because of this. So imagine having your dream job where you're able to work from anywhere around the world, a high-paying six-figure job. You're working with people that you absolutely love, admire, and respect. And you're also getting paid to learn about new skill sets, new areas of online entrepreneurship, and essentially you walk away from it all. This was my reality, and today I'm going to talk about the 5 reasons why I quit my high-paying six-figure remote job and what you can learn from this in regards to entrepreneurship, career development, building side hustles, and everything else in between. So if you're interested in making your own businesses or just advancing your career, you're going to want to stick around to the end because number 5 is going to blow your mind to why I finally decided to quit my six-figure remote job. I just want to preface this and say I absolutely love the company that I worked with. I'm very grateful to have had this opportunity. I absolutely respect everyone that I worked with at this company, and I'm still in great terms and relationships with these people, with my former employers, and I still am doing deals and doing business with them today. Now, I just want to keep this in mind that I'm putting on a lens of my personal experience, and everyone needs to do that at their own position. Figure out what are the pros and cons to working for your current employer. If you're able to learn and earn at the same time, it's an absolutely valuable thing. And that's essentially what I was able to do for 4 years. And I don't have any regrets about the decisions I made. And I left, at my opinion, the perfect and optimal time, which was going to benefit me the most. Now, moving on to reason number 1, essentially the stick and the carrot essentially got removed. Now imagine a horse and you're walking with a carrot in front of it. The horse is continually working to get that carrot. And a lot of times this balance is happening and this dynamic is happening in the workforce. The employer is essentially dragging a carrot in front of you to continue reaching new milestones. Maybe it's career advancement with a promotion every year. In my personal position, we had something called profit sharing and equity in the company. So after a certain amount of years, that equity just completely stopped. So after 4 years, I was fully vested in this company and there was no other future incentives to keep me on board. So a lot of companies, what they do to prevent this is they have ongoing equity in the company. So every 2 to 4 years, you're getting vested. But unfortunately at this company, they completely stopped that vesting schedule after 4 years. So I really had no other future incentive to continue getting more equity for the company. The second reason on why I decided to quit was my side hustles were growing faster than my current job. Now they were on a greater scale of income than my current job, meaning the hours that I was putting in for my job and the hours that I was putting in my side hustle, I was getting much more ROI when you broke it down by hour. So essentially, I'd published my best-selling book, launched multiple offers around this brand, and also acquired a software business all in the same period of time. Both of these ventures have really started to take off, and it made more sense for me to shift my focus of 40 or 50 of my best hours giving it away to your employer versus that leftover 10 to 20 hours a week working on your side hustles. And essentially, if you're able to focus that primary working hours, your deep working hours to your side hustles, which I eventually did, I saw exponential growth because that was my primary focus. When I woke up in the mornings, I was thinking about my side hustles instead of thinking about my primary employer. Reason number 3 was there was new policies implemented at the company which prevented anybody from creating new businesses, new side hustles, or essentially creating any sort of online income stream. And as the company grows, we're going to grow with it. But at some point, the company continued to grow and my growth sort of plateaued where there was not really a lot of other incentives for me to keep growing. So I had to look at alternative income streams to continue increasing my income, increasing my knowledge, and also building other things outside of my primary income, essentially having a hedge if something were to go wrong with this company. In the end, that was a huge factor in my decision to essentially quit and walk away from this position. Reason number 4, things just started to stack up. I was employee number 4 at this company. I was wearing a ton of different hats. And eventually around year 3, I raised my hand. I said, hey, we need to hire more people. We need to get people on board because I'm doing X, Y, Z, and everything in between. Unfortunately, they didn't respond to those hand raisings. And so I decided that too many things were getting stacked on top of each other and nothing was ever really getting taken off my plate. And essentially I was getting paid to do 3 or 4 different positions, but wasn't getting compensated fairly for that. So eventually I decided to leave this position, and after I left, they had to hire 4 new people to fill all the different things that I was doing at this role. So in the end, I came to a consensus that it'd probably be better for me to leave because they're going to get individuals focused on each one of those areas of the business. So this was something that I was a little bit hesitant because I didn't want to throw that work onto my fellow employees and friends, but luckily they made the wise decision to hire and replace each one of those departments. So reason number 5, and the final reason why I finally decided to walk away from this dream job, was because entrepreneurship was the real goal for me. I wanted to build a lifestyle that could only be done with me being the own boss. The amount of income I want, the amount of hours I'm working, all the people that I'm working with, that was all decided to me if I was going to fully go into my own businesses. And I personally suggest people following a similar path. Number 1, learn about an industry where you're going to essentially get paid to learn and generate new experiences and skills. The great thing about this company was I learned a lot about marketing, content, online businesses, and everything in between. And after 4 years, I had essentially become an expert in a lot of these different areas. So essentially I was making a 6-figure income, but getting able to learn a lot of these new skills, getting access to free courses, a lot of networking, and just opening a lot of doors. So in the end, it was a great sort of trade-off, but at some point, entrepreneurship was that next level up, and there was no delaying that. So I decided to make the leap over to entrepreneurship, and I haven't had any regrets since. So in conclusion, if you're watching this and wondering which path to go towards in life, I highly suggest building a side hustle, getting something profitable, and having that proof of concept. Or if you're looking to replace your current income, you can essentially buy an already profitable business, and I'll leave some more details about that. If you're interested in acquiring an online business, or you just need some career advice, don't hesitate to reach out. I love hearing from people like you, and make sure you go ahead and subscribe. I'm putting out new content almost every day, and make sure you turn on the bell notification icon to get alerted about when those new videos go live.